Sure, let's do it. Sure, everybody's
All right,
got a lot
if you
of
guys want to raise your hand for questions for Coach Keatts. Go ahead, Alec.
Yeah, I guess just to start, when you look at Duke and some of the players they have, Paulo Banchero specifically, just what kind of has jumped out to you about why they've been able to have the success they have?
Well, I think they have one of the most talented rosters, not only just in the ACC but the entire country. And when you talk about Banchero, he's a unique, special player. He's one of those guys that don't come around very often. His ability at 6'10" to be able to score inside and out and take you off the dribble and be able to knock down threes is just a challenge all by itself. But they're talented. Their group is talented, and the reason why they're talented is they've got some really talented freshmen. But I think what makes them go, and when you look at Mark Williams as a sophomore, and then Wendell Moore as a junior, those guys kind of lead them. They got some leadership, and it's a really, really talented roster and talented team.
Go ahead, David.
Hey, Coach, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you, David.
Great. Sorry, I'm driving in my car right now. But, yeah, as you mentioned, as I asked you on Monday, just about what you saw, if you've had a chance to watch the Duke-Miami game, what Miami did successful, and how you can kind of implement what they did into your game plan against Duke tomorrow.
Well, I thought Miami made some tough shots. I thought they played with extreme confidence and they made shots. And of course, Charlie Moore, I thought had a tremendous game. Was the guy who, was an engine, and, we drove the ball and thought they were able to get into the paint. That being said, the game could have went either way at the end of the game. I thought Miami played great and Duke had his opportunities, but, they just made shots. They spaced them. I thought they were able to get into the paint a little bit more. And just made some plays and then played off of each other. But it was a very good college game that, was a flip of the coin game, could have went either way. And Miami, I think because of Miami's age and their experience, they were able to come away with a good win.
Go ahead, Gibby.
Yep. Kevin, do you get the sense that your young team is excited to go play in a venue like Cameron Indoor Stadium?
I just think our team is excited about just playing right now. And certainly that is a great venue to play in. But I think it's not just, going to play Duke. We were excited about going and play at Louisville. Our guys are, having fun. They're gelling. They're coming together as a team. Though we've had some ups and downs early, our guys are still fighting and playing together. And, if you come to any of our practices, if you could come to any of our practice, you'll see the excitement that's in every practice that we have.
We'd love to come to one of your practices, Coach. We really would.
I know you would. Craig, blame it on Craig. He's ruling you guys out right now.
No, I'm sorry to talk about that. Hey, Kevin, real quick, just to win on the road like that, how will that help you guys going into Saturday?
Well, it helps. You never want to. We had just dropped a game at home against Clemson, and if you lose a game against Virginia Tech, and then obviously going to play, right now Duke, the #1 team in the conference or right up top. It's tough, and I think it helps our confidence because our guys, we played a very good Louisville team on their floor, and I thought it was the most complete game we played, meaning, we played as close as we can to 40 minutes on both ends of the floor, and that certainly has to help as you move forward.
Go ahead, David.
Yeah, we're not sure yet if Coach K is going to be back for this game. Just personally, would there be a little bit of disappointment not to get to coach against him in his final year at Cameron?
No, I hope he's healthy. The disappointment is we're still going to get a chance to play against a really good Duke team on their home floor. And, I hope Coach K is healthy. We're in troubling times, and, I want to make sure that, obviously I read a couple of things. It's not COVID related, but at the end of the day, the most important thing for me is his health and everybody else's health.
Go ahead, Alec.
Yeah, you kind of touched on it talking about the team being excited, but the other night after the win, Darion was talking about Terquavion and said that he was a guy that just loves basketball, and Terquavion kind of said the same thing. With those freshmen, how much does it kind of help to have those types of guys that just really do love the sport and want to play, and how much does that help them kind of, move on to this stage that they just want to play basketball?
Yeah, Alec, we've got really a bunch of new guys, and even adding our transfers are new when you talk about Casey Morcell. And the common thing about all of these guys is they love to play. Terquavion Smith is one of the most competitive guys that I've ever coached, and that's as a freshman. And a lot of times, through recruitment, you got to find guys that fit your culture. Well, our culture is having a guy who wants to play extremely hard, works out in the gym. And I like where our program will be moving forward because you've got guys like Ernest Ross and Breon Pass, who you haven't seen a lot of. And then the sophomore class of Cam Hayes and Darion Sebron, and even E.B. Dewan and Jalen Gibson. I mean, we're extremely young and inexperienced, but the one thing about it is all of those guys are willing to work to get better. And, because of our youth, we're going to take some lumps, but it'll help us as we move forward.
Go ahead, Gibby.
Yeah, Coach, is Cam okay? I mean, it seems like he, is struggling a little bit. Is he healthy?
He is. He's okay. He just, what happens is he's not making shots. And when you're not making shots, I think, including the player himself, everybody kind of like figures, man, there's something going on with him. But it's one of those things. He's working hard. He and I have, last couple of days we've gotten the gym together and we got some shots up, and it'll turn for him when he sees the ball go in the hole. I think things will change. He's just not making shots behind the three-point line right now, but there's no issues with him.
Go ahead, Vashti.
Hi, Coach. I just like you to speak a little bit about the rivalry. Do you see a little bit more juice in your guys at practice heading into this game, and the importance of winning against, a triangle rival?
Our juice is, man, getting a chance to play against everybody in this league. And I know everybody said, well, it's Carolina, or you're going to play a Duke, or, because they're down the street. That's excitement. Yes, our guys, they know a lot of those guys and everything else. But at the end of the day, we don't have any more excitement to play against the other teams because, we always say if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And so in our situation, our guys are pumped to get a chance to play against every team in this league, including Duke. It's a good Duke program. It's, what Coach K's done with their program is amazing. But I think, when you look at our guys, we're excited to be playing basketball. I think we're one of a few teams that, knock on wood, that haven't had a pause. And just to have the opportunity to play, we don't take for granted anymore. The last couple of years have kind of taught us a valuable lesson that basketball can be here today and gone tomorrow. And so, though I know a lot of people want to hear, hey, man, you're playing against Duke, you should be excited. I think our excitement is because we're playing against everybody.
Anything else for Coach?